Pretty incredible scenery up here. Oh, look what it is. Yep, got the Jeep out. First time really driving this thing of significance. Really haven't driven it that far from where I live, but took it on a little mini trip here. Just pulled over, haven't really gone very far yet. But yeah, I just kind of want to do a quick follow-up on this thing. Did an intro video and talked about the basics of this thing. This is the good side. 2000 Jeep Wrangler Sport, inline 6, 5-speed, hard topic, blah blah blah. It's got a little bit of a lift on it. Got 33-inch tires, a few other things, but yeah, this is the first time, I guess technically, I guess this is off a road, even though it's kind of a road that we're going up here. But anyway, a few things I've discovered so far, and it's all pretty much on the driver's side, because of course that's where the damage is at. I've done nothing. I think I checked the air pressure from the tires and put some gas in it. So this is still in the exact same condition it was before. A few things I've noticed. First thing, the dent here, it's not a big gap, but you can barely just get your hand inside into the actual car or body, whatever you want to call it. And wow, does that suck in a lot of wind. You can be driving down with the windows up, down, doesn't matter, and that thing, whew, sucks in a lot of air. So need to fix that for sure. It still has the wobble shake thing. The weird thing is it's not consistent. Well, I shouldn't say it's not consistent. It's the best way to describe it is just random. Sometimes you're driving, it's all highway. You're driving down the highway 50 miles an hour or more, and then it starts doing that kind of shake, sway thing, and it's definitely coming from the back. That's one thing I know for sure. But yeah, I don't know. It's just, it's inconsistent, but it's there. So I think it could be either something's tweaked in the back still and it's just not aligned right. Could be like control arms off, something's bent. I still haven't really crawled around too much to see anything other than just poke my head under there. But so that's still there. The door thing obviously is, you know, pronounced. One thing is it latches, but the latches shift in a little bit, so that's also an issue as well, because I know I pointed this out before, but this whole tub is here. I mean, here's got to be somewhat close to where it should be, but down here's got to be half an inch, closer to an inch shoved in. So anyway, another thing I've noticed, I don't know if it's a symptom of the door being pushed in a little bit, but man, I do not fit in this thing. I don't know if it's all Jeeps of this era or what, but my shoulders, no way. They are absolutely jammed against the inside here. It's way more comfortable to drive with the window down. You kind of have your shoulder out a little bit. You kind of sit centered with your body right in the steering wheel. Wow, it's tight. But anyway, I think those are kind of the basics. I mean, mechanically, everything else seems to be working fine. It didn't even take this thing off. It's all bent and shoved forward. But so the door is definitely something I want to fix. The damage here plus the door itself, I think you can kind of see how the door is pushed in a little bit. So another thing I might do is take this interior panel out. The door works fine. You can only, I don't know if I said this already, but you can only bring up and down the window when the door is open. For whatever reason, when it's closed, I think it's just pushed in a little too much, putting too much pressure here, and really the mechanism doesn't like to work right. So need to check that out. But yeah, I think of taking this off, rolling up the glass, and maybe I can push out, kind of see, maybe I can push out a little bit of that and save this door. But I don't know. But anyway, big stuff, still works. It's just got these little quirky things we need to figure out. So I think it's time to head up there. unfortunately, there's way too much of this. Not a big fan. But pretty cool area. Not too difficult. Like, once again, sorry for the wind. Try to get behind the car. Maybe that'll die down a little bit. Not really. But the pass I was going up is right over there. That's kind of the top of the pass. Now I'm coming back down. This side's actually more of a little trail. Far side was, I mean, you could actually call it a road. I mean, almost anything can get up the far side, but once you get on this side, it's more, I mean, it's nothing crazy, but it's quite a bit rougher, and it's basically just a single track. If I can kind of point it out, I was at the base of this a few minutes ago, right the last little bit of green there before it gets real steep. What am I trying to say? The pass itself's kind of in the valley over here, and then I drove up there. It's kind of a dead end. I think it actually keeps going. You can actually see an old trail that I don't think you can get to, unfortunately, but that still goes up there. But I was on the portion of it you could still do. But anyway, yeah, pretty cool up here. And found a little bit of snow. So it's that time of year, north side, snow's falling. So anyway, Jeep still doing its thing. To be honest, I haven't even used 4-wheel drive. There were 2 spots I probably should have, but just lugged it up first gear, 2-wheel drive, and it's okay. Nothing's too crazy around here that you really need anything. Clearance, yes, but 4-wheel drive. I mean, if you keep going, it does get rougher. I might go a little bit further. I'll be honest, it's been a long time since I've been up here, so I don't exactly remember where all these go. So, and some obviously are now closed since they were previously open. But anyway, yeah, she's doing good. I'll go a little bit further, maybe turn around. It's pretty amazing up here. It's also pretty cool that this is a mid-afternoon on the weekend and there is nobody up here. This is kind of the single track trail road, whatever, that took me over here. A little side thing comes up to a little lookout, and over here it just falls right off down into this valley down here. There is a trail down there. No idea how to get to that. Might be closed. Who knows? A lot of that around here. But cool thing about this is actually an area I snowmobile in the winter, and to come up here in the summer and see it is really cool. Obviously, it's also very different. Snowmobile, you can go pretty much anywhere. Unless it's wilderness, you can go wherever you want. You don't have to stick to a trail or anything. You just go up, down, whatever you want to do. But one interesting thing is you can see the ski resort over there. That is Breckenridge over there. You can see sort of see off in the distance over there. I don't know if that's Lake Dillon or what lake that is, but in general, kind of haven't really exactly been saying where I've been, but I'm sure people can figure it out. Keystone's over here. Vale would be way down there. Copper's down there. Breckenridge is over here. I came from this direction. But yeah, it's pretty awesome up here. And this thing, I mean, okay, that's nothing hardcore over there. I wouldn't bring a car up this, and even a long pickup truck wouldn't be very happy, but shorter wheelbase or something with a little clearance could certainly do this pretty easy. This thing, no problems. So probably as far as I'm going to go for today. I'd like to keep going, but I didn't even plan on going this far. So anyway, yeah, this whole thing's doing good. So yeah, I always wanted something like this, to just take, these kind of little trails, roads. I don't care about rock crawling, things like that. I just like to get, access to these cool areas that, at least the ones that are still open. A lot of them unfortunately aren't, but there's still some that are. But yeah, it's just, Colorado's pretty amazing. So it's fun to it's fun to get out here, but sometimes you just gotta force yourself to do it, So anyway, let's fortunately I guess we gotta slowly start making our way back. Oh, but side note, a little bit more snow once you start to go around that mountain a little bit more. You can see the north side. So anyway, start heading back that way. This is what most of it's like. Not terribly rough, just a couple. Those are just tree roots, but it's really not too difficult. But man, the scenery is hard to beat. So anyway. Well, we're back at the top of the pass. There's that mountain we've been looking at. Now we're seeing the east side of it. That's kind of where we started, way down there. Some of the stuff we were just recently filming would have been back there. But yeah. So yeah, I guess that's it for now. Like I talked about, a few things I want to do with the Jeep. Definitely want to get up here just a few more weekends before the snow really sets in. But I did find somebody local who has some fender flares, so I can replace the fender flares on the driver's side and then fix this door slash body slash driver's side damage issue, at least somewhat. But yeah, I think otherwise, keep driving this for a little bit more. I mean, the sway thing, I don't know, maybe at some point next year, maybe look at a different suspension kit, I don't know. But overall, it does good, especially in this stuff. So yeah, I think that's it for now. So thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.